Welcome back everyone. In this video, we will continue the questions of probability. We will do exercise 25B of Selena Publishers. So let's start with the exercise. The first question of the exercise is 9 cards numbered 2 to 10. A card is selected from them at random and you have to find the probability of the card. 4 parts they have given us. The first part is, so before starting the question, I have to write the total number of possible outcomes, or I can say sample space, or I can say total number of elementary events. All the 3 terms means the same thing. So I will write the total number of possible outcomes. So total number of possible outcomes will be, the numbers are 2 to 10. So the possible outcomes will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you write the numbers, that will be your sample space. You can write, so total numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 numbers are there. So directly you can write total number of possible outcomes are 9. So if you want to write sample space is the arrangement of all the elementary events or all the outcomes or possible outcomes. So we will write 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is sample space, this is total number of possible outcomes. Now let's do part 1. So part 1 is that the card should be, if they are drawing one card at random, so what is the probability that the card is an even number? Probability of an even numbered card. So formula is same, number of outcomes favorable to E and total number of possible outcomes. So now they are asking that the card should be an even number. So let's find out all the even numbers in our given sample space. Even numbers are the multiples of 2. So 2 is the even number, 4 is an even number, 6 is an even number, 8 is an even number and 10 is an even number. So I can see even numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here it will come 5 and total number of possible outcomes were, I have already written, it's 9. So the probability that the card will be an even number, it will be 5 by 9. Now the next part is a multiple of 3. You have to find the probability that the given card is, or the card which we are drawing is multiple of 3. So here I will write multiple of 3. So let's check out the multiples of 3. Multiples of 3 means all the numbers which are going on 3's table. 3 into 1 is 3, 3 into 2 is 6, which means 6 is again a multiple of 3 and 7 is not a multiple of 3, 8 is also not a multiple of 3 and then 9 is a multiple of 3. So we can see 1, 2 and 3. 3 numbers are there which are multiples of 3, which means the chances of getting a multiple of 3 will be, because I have only 3 numbers and so I'll write 3 over here, the outcomes which are favorable to E, because only 3 numbers are there which are multiple of 3. Now total number of possible outcomes is 9. We have already written at the starting of the sum. So now 3 into 1 is 3. We can further simplify it. 3 into 3 is 9. So it will be 1 by 3. So multiple of 3 will be 1 by 3. Even number was 5 by 9. Now let's do the next part. So the next part is telling me that the card should be an even number and a multiple of 3. They have given us two conditions, that the card should be even number and it should be a multiple of 3. Here you can write full. So which means we have to select such a number which satisfies both the conditions, and means that the given number should satisfy both the conditions and does not mean plus. It does not mean plus. We cannot choose a number which is even number also and which is multiple also, and means a single number which is satisfying both the conditions, a single number which will be an even number also and which will be a multiple of 3 also. So we have to select. So 3 is a multiple of 3, but 3 is not a even number, not an even number. Now 6 is a multiple of 3 and I can see it is an even number also. So I can choose this number because 6 is the number which is satisfying both the conditions. It is an even number also and it is a multiple of 3 also. So I will take 6. Then because I had only 3 multiples of 3, 3, 6 and 9. 9 again I can see 9 is a multiple of 3 but it is not an even number. So again I cannot take this. Now let's check for all the even numbers whether they are multiples of 3 or not. 2 is an even number but it is not a multiple of 3, so I will not take 2. 4 again it's an even number but 4 is not a multiple of 3. I will not take this. 5 is odd number and it's not a multiple of 3, so we will not take. Same goes with 7, 8 and 10. See, only one number 6 is there which is both an even number and it is a multiple of 3, so I will take this because it was written and does not mean plus. Always remember, and does not mean plus. It means the number which is satisfying both the conditions. So let's write it down. A multiple of 3 and even number is 6. So which means only one number is there and total number of possible outcomes is 9. So it will be 1 by 9. Now we will be more clear about the concept of AND. Since the next part is an even number or a multiple of 3. An even number or a multiple of 3. You can see now this AND is replaced by OR. Even number also. So this OR means plus. Whenever OR is written, OR means you can take both the things. OR means simply try to remember it by assuming plus sign in your, or by memorizing plus sign as OR. So OR means plus, AND means a single number should satisfy both the things. So an even number plus a multiple of 3. So multiple I will write in short. Now we will see, first of all I'll see how many even numbers are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 even numbers. Now I have to check for the multiples of 3. 1, 2. So this I will not take 6 2 times. Only one I have already taken, so I will not take. So 1 and 2. So 2 numbers are there which are multiples of 3. So 5 plus 2 is 7. 2 are multiples of 3 excluding 6 because 6 is an even number also. So the probability of all the numbers which are even number and which are the multiples of 3, it will be 7 by 9. So we got 7 by 9. You have to be careful in choosing the numbers because even number plus multiples of 3, and I can see 6 is again even number and a multiple of 3. So I have to take this number only once, not twice. So with this, your first sum has been finished, and try to remember this concept of and or, because so many questions will be there in which they will give you sometimes and sometimes or. So and means whenever a single thing should satisfy both the given things, and or means you have to take both the things and you can add those numbers. Like here we have taken even numbers also, and plus we have added the number of multiples of 3. So this concept of and or you have to remember while doing other questions also. Now let's do the next question. The question second, third and fourth, they are similar to your question number first, so that you guys have to try it yourself. Now let's do the fifth question. In fifth question, it's given a book contains 85 pages. A page is chosen at random. What is the probability that the sum of the digits on the page is 8? So a book has 85 pages, and now you have to calculate, you have to find the probability that the sum of the digits on the page. For example, if I have page number 44, if I do it the sum of addition, which means 4 plus 4, this is 8. So that's what they have asked in the question. Find the probability that the sum of the digits on the page is 4. I can choose any other number also, like 35. Again, if I add 3 plus 5, so it will be 8. So I have to see all the numbers whose sum of the digits is 8. So we'll start with writing the sample space, then total number of possible events, the same way like we were doing previously. So sample space means how all the events, each elementary event is arranged in the total experiment. So this is sample space. If you want, you can write it full, but it will consume a lot of time. So directly you can write it's 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 85, because they have written 85 pages are there in a book. So total number of possible outcomes will be total number of possible outcomes. Since a book has 85 pages and these are total of 85, so which means total number of possible outcomes is 85. Now we have to find a digits on the we have to find such digits which are giving me a sum of 8. Now let's try to find such digits. See, I know I have to find 2-digit number because sum should be 8. So let's try to find out. So we will find out the total number of outcomes favorable to E. Favorable to E means which the sum of the digits is 8. So let's try. Since 85 numbers are there, in first 10 numbers, I can get one number in each 10 numbers. For example, if I look 1 to 10, then I will look 11 to 20, then I look. So in 10 number I will see, and this will be the most easiest way to recognize such numbers. If I see from 1 to 8, see page number 8 is giving me a sum of 8. Now I will check for 11 to 20. In 11 to 20, you have page number 17. If I add, or if you add 1 plus 7, again it will give you 8. Now look for 21 to 30. In 21 to 30, see in next line we will look. First is 8, it will be 20, 26. 2 plus 6 is again 8. Now we will look from 31 to 40. There we will get 35. So whichever row we are looking, first we were looking in our 11 to 20, then 21 to 30, then 31 to, in this way you can easily get all the required numbers. Then 41 to 50 we will look, it's very easy. 44, 4 plus 4 is 8. Then 51 to 60 we will look, it will be 53. See, once Now you can see after crossing 50, you got same number, 4 and 4 is same number. Now if you look here, it was 35, now you got 53. Sorry. Now again it is 26. Now you will get 62. Here it was 17. Now you will get 71. Here it was 08, you can say, because 8 means 08. So here you can get 80. Now from 81 to 85, no number is there because all the numbers will be greater than 8. So sum greater than 8 is not possible at all. So the one trick which you can use, it's once you get the same numbers, see 4 and 4, 44, both the numbers are same. Just start looking on these numbers. So for writing the numbers after 44, just start on reversing these digits. 35 will become 55, 35 will become 53, 26 will become 62, 17 will become 71, and 08 will become 80. So this is the way you can find your numbers, and if you want, simply by adding also, by checking also, you can find the numbers. So these are the required numbers which is favorable to our E. Now we will count it. 1. So probability of a sum of 8, sum of digits equals to 8. You can write it full. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So total number of 9 numbers are there which are giving me a sum of digits equals to 8. Total number of possible outcomes is 85. So our answer is 9 by 85. So you just have to first create sample space, then you have to find all the events which are favorable to, all the elementary events which are favorable to your E. Now you can apply in the given formula. Now let's do the next question. So question number 6, it is same as we have done question number 5th. You have to try it yourself, it's very easy. Now we will do question number 7th. In question number 7th, they have given us, if 2 coins are tossed once, find the probability. Then they have given us 3 parts. So one thing, because I have already told, you have to create your sample space at the starting of the, or you have to write your sample space, or write total number of elementary events, or I can say total number of possible events. So for that I will tell you one thing. Earlier we were tossing only 1 coin. So we were either getting head or tail. So only 2 were our possible outcomes. Now they can give you 2 coins are tossed or 3 coins are tossed. So how to find the number of possible events in that questions? So I will say if 2 coins are tossed together. So for 1 coin, what is the total number of events? For 1 coin, I know I will either get head or tail, which means I have 2 possible outcomes. So what I will do now, so what is the possible outcome of 1 coin? I will write down as my base and how many times that coin is going to be tossed. It is going to be tossed 2 times. So I will write it as its exponent. So 2 into 2, 2 to the power 2 means 2 into 2, and this is 4. So this 4 is now the total number of possible outcomes, or I can say it will be the total number of elementary events if the coin is tossed twice. So the same goes if the coin is tossed 3 times. 3 times means, see, for the total number of outcomes for 1 coin, it will remain same, either head or tail. So I will write here 2. Now if the coin is getting tossed 3 times, I will write it 2 to the power 3. So it will give me 2 into 2 into 2, which is equals to 8. So at this time, total number of possible outcomes or total number of elementary events, both the terms are same, it will be equals to 8. So in this way you can find the total number of outcomes of that experiment. So whichever total number of outcomes you will get for one thing that you have to write in your base, and how many times that thing we are going to do. Like we are going to toss a coin 2 times, or either they can give you 2 coins will be tossed, 3 coins will be tossed, so that thing will be the part of this number. So let's write down the sample space. First of all, we'll write the total number of possible outcomes. So this I have already explained you. Outcomes of one coin will be 2. Since we are tossing the 2 coins now, so it will be 2 to the part 2. This is your outcome for one thing, and this is for how many times we are doing it now. So 2 to the part 2 is 4. So now we will have 4 total number of outcomes. So let's create the sample space also. Sample space means the arrangement of all the elementary events. So if 2 coins I am tossing, so what I will get? Both the times maybe I will get head on both the coins. Maybe I'll get head on the first coin and tail on the second coin. Or maybe I can get tail on the first coin and head on the second coin. And maybe I can get tail on both the coins. So this is my sample space, means arrangement of all the elements. See, 2 coins simultaneously we are tossing. It is the probability that on both the coins I'll get head. It is the probability that first coin I'll get head, or second coin I will get tail, or maybe first coin I will get tail, second coin I will get head, or maybe I will get both the tails. So these are the chances of getting my events. So now this is the sample space. Total number of outcomes, see it is again 4, which we have already calculated. Now let's move towards the parts which they have given us. First part, what is the probability of an event when both the heads will come? Both heads. Now we can look at the given data which we have written just now. Both the heads, I can see there is only one chance I am getting both the heads. So I will, because here one head, one tail, here again one head, one tail, and here both the tails. So here, which means I have only one chance of getting both the heads. Total number of possible outcomes is 4. Formula you can write it down. Total number of outcomes favorable to E and total number of possible outcomes. So it will be 1 by 4. Now we will do at least one head. So this thing is, again you have to understand the meaning of at least. 2 terms they can give you. At least one head, now they have given at least one head. They will use 2 words, at least and at most. So you don't have to get confused between these 2 words. At least means at least one should be there, but it is okay if I get more than one also, but at least one should be there. If more I am getting, that is also fine. So I can see at least one. So least, here also I am getting one. Least, below that number I don't have to go. I have to start from that number and till maximum I can go. So at least one. Here I am getting, here also I am getting at least one, and here again I am getting both, but still at least one I am getting. So this is also acceptable in this case. At least means we can start from the least and we can go to the most. This is the meaning of at least. I'll explain you the meaning of at most also. For example, if they give you at most one head, sorry, at most one head means this I can take, this I can take, and more than that I cannot take. This I can take because this is satisfying my condition. Here I am not getting any head. Here I am getting at most one. Max to max only one should be there. It should not be more than one. So that is the condition. If it's not there, then also I can take this. So this is the difference between at least and at most. So now our question is, asking for us at least, so don't get confused. We will only take at least, and at least is suggesting me one will I take, and more than one also I can take. So this is 1, 2 and 3. 3 chances of getting at least one head, and total outcomes are 4. So it will be 3 by 4. At least again you can take, you have to start from that number and you can go to maximum also. That's why I have taken both the heads also. Now both heads or both tails. So now I have to choose both heads and or both. In the first question I have explained you, if both the heads and or is given, or means I have to plus it. And means it should satisfy both the conditions, but or means I have to plus it. So both heads plus both tails. So both heads 1 plus both tails. So 1 plus 1 will be equals to 2. So it will be 2 by 4. Because both heads I have taken and both tails I have taken. So 1 plus 1 or means plus. So 2 by 4 is my total number of possible outcomes. So again I will do cancellation. 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 2 is, so it will be 1 by 2. Now in this question we have studied how to create a sample space, how to find total number of possible outcomes, and this is already we have studied in question number first. Also we have learned the meaning of the concept of at least and at most. Now let's do the next question. The 8th question is, 2 dice are rolled together. Find the probability of a total of at least 10 and a multiple of 2 on one dice and odd number on another. See, in the previous question 2 coins were tossed. So first of all we have to find the total number of events or total number of possible outcomes. Here 2 dice are rolled. So in one dice how many possible outcomes are there? 6. So for one you have to write the possible outcomes as your base, and how many dice are rolled now? 2 dice are rolled now, so that 2 I will write as the power of 6. So in this way I will calculate my total number of possible outcomes. 6 into 6. 6 to the power 2 means 6 into 6, which means 36. So from here I got total number of possible outcomes is equals to 36. Now let's create the sample space. For one dice it was very simple. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this was the sample space for one dice. But now we have to write the sample space for 2 dice, and our outcomes will be 36. So sample space we will write as you can write or like this. So 36 outcomes will be there. The most easiest way I will tell you how to write it. First of all, with 1, just write 1, because I am writing for my first dice. You have to write 1 for 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then write 2 6 times. This is for first dice I am telling. Just write 1 6 times, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same way second row, write 2 6 times. Write 2 6 times, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then write 3 6 times. This I will explain you why I am writing like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5 and 4, 6. Then 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 6 and 5, 5 and 5, 6. So this, if we write full sample space, it will be easy for us to locate the numbers while doing our question. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65 and 66. Why I have written like this? Now let's write these numbers within the bracket. And these are not my double digit numbers. So for each you have to write like this. Whenever a dice is tossed twice, see, both are the same. If a single dice is tossed twice or two dice are tossed simultaneously, both will be same. So this is, now let's understand what is the meaning of this whole data. If you want, you can put comma also, because these are not single numbers. And it's not required also, this much is fine. So on one dice, maybe I'll get 1, and other dice maybe I will get 1. So this is one situation. Then on one dice, it's a possibility or it's a chance that I will get 1, but on the other dice maybe I'll get 2. So this, whichever I have written on this side, this is the probability for one dice, and the second one is the probability of getting a number on second dice. So if two dice I am rolling, so these all are the chances. One dice I'll get 1, other dice also I'll get 1, one dice I'll get 3, maybe on the other dice I'll get 4, like this. So I have written all the numbers, all the possibilities, and there are 36 possibilities. So the most easiest way to write it down, first write all the numbers this side, 1, then 2, 3, but on the other side keep on writing the numbers till 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again 2, with 2 how many possibilities are there, with 3 how many possibilities are there, with 4 how many possibilities are there. So this is the sample space. Now let's see what question they have asked us. How we found total number of outcomes by writing the one outcome of one dice as my base, and 2 dice or 2 times dice is rolled, that is my power or exponent. Then I calculated total number of outcomes. Then I made a sample space when 2 dice are tossed. I have written all the possibilities. Now a total of at least 10. Total means sum. Total means sum or addition, anything whatever you feel easy. A total of at least 10. At least, the concept of at least we have done in the previous question also. At least means minimum thing should be 10. I can take more than 10 also, but the minimum criteria should be 10. Like it should be, if I am adding two numbers, 5 plus 5, 10. So now let's see all the numbers whose sum I am getting equals to 10, and I can take more also. At least means that thing plus more. So sum which is giving me 10. So I start from the first. I can see I am not getting 10 at all, because the last sample space or last event, I can say it is giving me sum of 7. Here last event it is giving me a sum of 8. Here in the last event, third row, if I am seeing, it is giving me a sum of, say, 3 plus 6 is 9. Now 4 plus 6 is 10. So this thing is meeting my requirement. Then 5 plus 5 also, then 6 plus 4 also. Now they ask that it should be at least. So these I have to take, and at most also I can, not at most, more than this also I can take. This will be 5, 6, 5 plus 6 is 11, 6 plus 5 is again 11, and 6 plus 6 is 12. So from minimum thing I can take more also. This is the meaning of at least. So we can see these are the numbers which are fulfilling the criteria of a total of at least 10. So let's count these numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will be 6 by 6 is my number of events or number of outcomes favorable to an event, and total number of outcomes is 36. So it will be 6 by 36. Since at least 10 means I can take a now a multiple of 2 on one dice and odd number on another dice. Or here it's written and. Again and or. So in both of these you have to be very careful while choosing your numbers. And means a number which is fulfilling both the conditions. It's a multiple of 1 and the odd number on the other. So we will choose all the numbers first, which numbers they have multiples of 2 on one dice. So multiples of 2 on one dice will be 2, 4 and 6. So I will check these rows now. So on first side there should be a multiple of 2 and second dice it should be an odd number. So I'll mark this now. This is multiple of 2 on first dice and 1 is odd number on another dice. So this is fulfilling. Here second number is even. So I can't take this thing. Here again I will take, because first dice it's a multiple of 2 and second dice it's 3, which is an odd number. This I can't take. Again this I will take. First dice multiple of 2, second odd number. This again I cannot take. Now for this I can take. This I can take, because first dice it's a multiple of 2 and second dice it is an odd number. Same goes here also. And if I check this and this and this, and means I have to choose such a number which is satisfying both the conditions. Why I did not take 2 and 2? Because here first dice is getting even number but second is also even number. First is multiple of 2 but second is not an odd number. This thing is not fulfilling the thing which they have asked us. So this I won't take. Again here also this. So these only which have marked with red pen, only those we will take. So let us count it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it will be 9 by total number of possible outcomes is 36, so it will be 1 by 4. So whenever you get a question like 2 dice they are tossed simultaneously or 1 dice tossed 2 times, you have to create a sample space like this. Then clearly easily you can do, you can see which are the given requirements and you can do your sum very easily. Now let's do the next question. This is the last question of the exercise. So with this I will finish the chapter, because the concept in the next exercise also these are same. You have to use sample space, then there will be question based on at least, at most. The situations will be either it will be on a deck of cards, or 2 coins are tossed, 3 coins are tossed, or dice are tossed like this. The situations will be like these only, or a ball is drawn from the bag. The thing is you have to make sample space first and you have to locate your events as per the given situation. So the reason why I have chosen this sum, because in this question there I can see one situation they have given me to use at most. So I want to explain you with the help of this sum. So now let's start this sum. In a single throw, see now in a single throw of 2 dice, so whether they are throwing or whether they are rolling two dice together, or in a single dice or in a single throw 2 dice they are rolling simultaneously, both the things are same. We will get the same sample space like in the previous question, that the number of outcomes will be same, it will be 36 and this will be our sample space. Now let's see the first part. So we have to find the probability when the number on both the dice is a doublet. Doublet means when on both the dice a number is same. For example 1, 1. So this is doublet. On both the dice number is same. So this like 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 and 6, 6. So this is the probability. These are the chances for which I will get doublet on both the dice. So let's count it out. Count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will be 6 by 36 because total number of possible outcomes is 36. 1 by 6. So it will be 1 by 6. Now let's do the second part. It is a number less than 3 on each side. So on each side a number should be less than 3. So which means we have to look for a number which should be less than 3. So less than 3, which means we won't choose a number which is equal to 3. So only till here we will see, because on each side they are 10. So let's find it out. So 1 1 1 2 1 3. No, we won't take. A number should be less than 3. So these two, this, here again less than 3, here again less than 3 on both the sides. And now I can see all the numbers are more than 3 on both the sides. So if you can see all the remaining events, they have numbers which are greater than 3 on both the sides. So we will choose these 1 1, 1 2, 2 1 and 2 2. So these are the 4 total number of outcomes favorable to E, and total number of possible outcomes will remain same. I am not writing the formula, you know now the formula, I am just writing the answer. So it will be 1 by 9. So you just have to understand the concept. Formulas I am sure you have already by hearted by now. An odd number as a sum. So the sum of two numbers should be an odd number. For example, if I am adding 1 and 4, I am getting 5. So which means the sum of 1 and 4 is 5, which is an odd number. So I have to choose such events which are giving me a total of 5. So let's see. So I will just erase all this. By the time you can look and locate which all are the numbers which are giving me a sum of total of or a sum of 5. First is 1 and 4, then 2 and 3. 2 plus 3 is again 5. See, an odd number as a sum. An odd number as a sum. So we have to check all the numbers. I will write down the answer also. 1 and 1 is giving me 2. 1 and 2 is giving me 3. So 3 is again an odd number. 1 and 6 will give me 7, which is again an odd number. So in the second row, 2 plus 1 is 3, odd number. 2 plus 3 is 5, odd number. 2 plus 5, 7, odd number. Then 3 plus 2, 5, odd number. 3 plus 4, 7, which is again odd number. 3 plus 6, 9, odd number. We have to see and then we can mark it like this. So then we can count afterwards. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. 4 plus 2, 6. 5 plus 2, 7. 6 plus 2, 8. 4 plus 3, 7. 5 plus 3, 8. 6 plus 3, 9. 4 plus 4, 8, 5 plus 4, 9, 6 plus 4, 10. Only odd numbers we are taking whose sum is an odd number. 5 plus 4 is 9. So in this 4 plus 5, 9, 5 plus 5, 10 will not take. 6 plus 5, 11. In this row 6 plus 5 is 11. So all these numbers which are circled with red, if you see on adding both the numbers, I am getting an odd number. So I can count all the numbers now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there are 18 events which are favorable to E, or 18 elementary events I can say. Total number of outcomes will remain same, 36. So I will do the cancellation. 18 into 1 is 18 and 18 into 2 is 36. So it will be 1 by 2. So now a total of at most 10. Total of at most 10. So at least we were taking, minimum we can take this, and more again I can take. But at most means this is the most. This is the most which I can take. More than this number I won't take. But least I can, but less than this I can take, plus this I will take. So at most means less plus this number as the most. But and in case of at least we were doing opposite. We were taking that number as the least and more also we were taking. But in case of at most we will only take less numbers. So we will just try to understand. We'll try to understand now how to do this. So first of all you need to find all the numbers whose sum is equal to 10. So I'll just write it down again, because it will giving me a confusion. It's giving. So now a total of, I have written down all the events of this sample space, and now I can see a total of at most 10. So first of all I have to choose the chances where I will get my sum equals to 10. Sum equals to 10. Here 5, 5, 4, 6 and 6, 4. So these are the three events in which exactly I will get my sum or total equals to 10. Now they are telling me at most. At most means at the most sum should be equal to 10, but least also I can take. I mean less than, if this number is giving me a sum or total of 9, this also I can take. If this is giving me a sum of 8, this also I can take. So all the lower terms plus this term, it is the meaning of at most. And if you are getting confused between at least and at most, just remember one of them. And while doing questions, just other thing will be opposite to the thing which you have already remembered. So for example, if you have remembered what is the meaning of at least, now if you have to attempt a sum which is giving you a scenario of at most, you just do the opposite which you have already remembered regarding the at least. So now at most I have to take these. I cannot take those numbers who are giving me a total more than 10, which means I cannot take these three, 5, 6, 6, 5 and 6, 6. But remaining everything I can choose. This is the meaning of at most. That thing should be at my top, and all the less things I will choose along with my thing which should be at most. So this is the meaning of at most. So now we can see, we'll count all the events: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So it will be 33 by 36. If you can do cancellation, it will go on 3's table, it will be 11 by 9. Or you can simply subtract. Only 3 events will not be a part of at most. So you can simply subtract 3 from 36, then also you can get 33. Or if you want, you can count all the sample space, all the events which are favorable to your event. So with this last part, again the concept of and or both are there. I want you guys to try it yourself, and with this our chapter probability has been finished. So do like and share if you like the video. Thank you so much for watching the video. We'll see you in my next one.